What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Will Cormani ever live up to the expectations that people have of him? I saw a lot of videos saying that he's done, he's leaving because he got benched. Look, man, he's going to be the truth. So look, some players come in and they just explode. Some players come in and it take them time, but once they get it, they get it. See, in my opinion, I think that they should play him both ways. He should be playing some on offense. He should even be on the special teams. Sometimes athletes, they need, more than just to play one position. They need to really get into the game, feel like they involved into the game so they can transfer to the defense. So I think they should play him both ways, man. Just let him come in on a defense. It's like he's not in rhythm. You got to get athletes in rhythm, man. You got to let them play some special teams, all that. And I know everybody can blame the players, everybody can blame Cormani, but sometimes you gotta look at these coaches. Like, what kind of packages y'all calling? What kind of blitz y'all calling? Are y'all creative on defense? Because Cormani started, but you kept pulling him out the game and putting the other guy in. This is a freshman. You have to let him build his confidence up. Sometimes he go miss a play here and there. Let them build their confidence up. That's how you get a great cornerback, man. You don't get them by pulling them out and putting this one in. Bro, you don't do that. Sometimes you got to look at yourself, too, as a coach and call the right schemes, man. They was running the same play, the same screen plays, and I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you in zone? And for the offensive coordinator, Sean Lewis, man, look, put Cormani on offense. And you got to learn how to adjust also. If your offensive line can't block that good, you throw quick passes, you throw slants, you throw screens, quick stuff, hitches. You don't let your quarterback drop back to run go routes. You got to be smart, man. And when I was at the game, I'm like, what are these dudes calling? The middle of the field is wide open. They blitzing every time. So all he got to do is run up the middle. That's what I'm like. What are these coaches seeing? So sometimes it's not always your players, man. A lot of times, too, it's your coaches. But I have to remember that they are learning also. They learn this team also. So we got to give them a little leeway. But I got to be real. Cormani wasn't jamming. He was letting receivers run their routes, and he was waiting on them. So Cormani has got to get more aggressive. That's why I say play him at different positions so he can get the feel of the game and not just come in from the sideline and stuff like that. But we can't make excuses. He has to be more physical because if you watch the tape, he was letting receivers just do anything without jamming them. I'm like, Cormani, as a cornerback, if you playing man, you got to jam. And he's waiting on them to run their route. It's like he's hesitating. He has to stop hesitating. And this is what they put in for Cormani when they took him out. And Stoutmire, he did a okay job. He got burnt for a touchdown, stuff like that. But I also think this is great because, like I say, he's only a freshman. And as a freshman, sometimes you need to go through this. A lot of times you learn from getting mossed. You learn from getting beat. So what him and Cormani is going through, man, is actually good. Because they're young. And you need to see, your receivers need to experience that. They need to experience getting mossed. They need to experience not being able to tackle in open field. They need to experience that. So next year, their sophomore year, they come in and they caught up. They come in and they ready. They know what to anticipate because they got burnt so many times. But when this dude come back, and it could be this week, or it could be, because they got to buy next week, it could be the following week. So in 2 more weeks, we could be seeing we are going to be seeing Travis Hunter back. And that's going to change everything. See, a lot of people don't think about this. Those 2 losses that they lost, if they had, I don't know about the Oregon game. Oregon would have been a little different. I'm going to say they would have lost 1 game if they had Travis Hunter. If they had Travis, they would have been 5-1. Think about that. So when he come back, it's probably gonna be Travis on this side and Cooper on the other side because Cooper has been playing good. I can't deny that. Cooper been holding down his side. He just got to learn how to get off them blocks, sometimes, but he's been holding down his side. But when Travis gets back, it's gonna be Travis and Cooper. And we gotta all remember that this is their first year together. 4-2. Think about that. This is their first year together. So it's a lot of people saying, oh man, they're a horrible team. They this. But man, you gotta think about it. Even the best of the best coaches, their first year was failure. And when I say failure, they didn't win a national championship. Even Nick Saban came to Alabama in 2007. And that first year, they was 7-6. They actually had to vacate 5 of those wins, so that was actually 2-6. See, Nick ain't come in with none of his recruits. It wasn't his recruit. It was still players from the old coach recruiting. So when he was able to recruit his players, bro, the next year they went undefeated until they played in the bowl game, till they played the SEC championship. They even lost. This is first year. Imagine this. Alabama lost to Louisiana Monroe that first year. I remember it because they put a billboard up in Louisiana when they did it. I remember it. And Nick Saban, that's what made him a madman when it came to college football. That's what made him go after all the big dog recruits. When he lost that game, that changed everything. That changed how he looked at everything. He said, this can never happen again. And then, 2 years later, it changed. So when it comes to this team, be patient. Be patient. I know everybody want to see them blow out teams right now. They want to see, like Deion said, he wants to see them dominate. It's coming. Just be patient. They're about to get Travis back, and the whole field is going to open up. So you're going to see a lot of people talking trash on ESPN today, all the haters talking, or their average team. When Travis gets back, watch what happens. See, one player can open the whole field up because a lot of times they're going to have to double Travis. They're going to have to double team him when he's on offense. So that's going to leave Miller open. That's going to leave all type of receivers open. And then this is the best thing about it people not thinking about. Colorado can still win the Pac-12 because USC is going to lose. Go look at their schedule. They going to lose. Oregon, I don't know. USC is going to lose. Utah is going to beat somebody. All those top dogs are going to get beat. So they can still win it. And that's the beauty of this year. And that's the beauty of college football. Every week is a new week, man. These are kids. Every week, they could be ranked number 3rd in the country. Like, I think Texas was. They could be ranked number 3rd, and it don't matter. They can still get beaten. My uncle used to say this every time when a top 5 team get beat by an unranked team. He used to always say, whoever had the best breakfast, the best morning, that's who go win. And that's what it is in college football. And somebody said the Pac-12 is like the new SEC. I totally agree. Y'all have the quarterbacks. Y'all have the speed. They have the wide receivers, everything. So this is the first year that a lot of people are paying attention to the Pac-12. And sad to say, they're going to have to knock each other out to get to the playoffs. All those good teams going to knock each other out. You got Oregon, you got USC, you got Oregon State. So it's going to be crazy. But, man, shout out to Deion. And Cormani go get there. Trust me, that game is coming. That standout game, that game, 2 interceptions, one for a pick 6, 5 tackles. That game is coming. You got to stay patient. So it has to be somebody in practice telling him it's coming. It's coming. Don't let them get self-doubt, none of that. It has to be somebody in practice to let these young dudes know that their time is coming. And Cormani will be that star that everybody is expecting. I'm out.